Hello Aquarius, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your weekly reading. Everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling personal readings, all of that is in the description box below for you. And we are inviting your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to come in and assist us with this reading today. So we are starting by pulling some overall messages and themes, and then we're getting right into your tarot where we're looking at your energy, the energy of the person that you're dealing with or will be dealing with, the challenge between the two of you, and the potential outcome. You have this deception, waiting, and regrets. So this is a pretty hefty stack here, and there is not a ton of cards that are just one word. So when I get all of them and they're just one word on it, a lot of times that speaks to me about there being either challenges within the communication or no communication or just very little, okay? Deception, waiting, and regrets. Somebody could have a lot of regrets about past deceptions. Your energy showing up in this with the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. I definitely feel like there's some distrust here because the overall energy between the two of you is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands can be a little bit distrusting because he's been through so much, right? He's been through so much with a person or in general that he's always kind of like having their head on a swivel, right? Just very distrusting and kind of always looking for and expecting the other shoe to drop. You know, he's been through so much that that's just kind of where he's at. He's just always assuming that the other shoe's going to drop. He's just always assuming that somebody's lying. It's something like that here. And I feel like you've been trying really hard to move past this. You have the Six of Swords with it, which talks about, you know, moving on, leaving something behind. And even especially in this deck here, she kind of like, you can see there was a battle here. There's all these swords on the ground. But she's like dropping hers and walking away. It's like, I don't have any more fight left in me. I'm tired of fighting. You know, I don't have anything left to give to this. And I feel that here. I feel like whoever this is, you've been through a lot with them. And it's like, I don't have any more fight left in me. I don't have any more energy to continue to go through this here. And with this Lovers and this Page of Pentacles here, I do feel like there could be some communication coming towards you. And I feel like you are making a very, very significant decision about whether to communicate back. And I feel like in the past, Aquarius, maybe you always have, you know, this person would reach out and maybe you always have communicated back or you always have allowed them back in. And I feel like you're really stopping and asking yourself, like, is this something that I really want to do? I feel like some of you guys haven't responded yet or haven't reached back out yet. And that's for some of you guys, this could be where this waiting energy is at. They could be waiting for your response here. Okay, or waiting to see if you're going to respond here. Their feelings are showing up as the King of Pentacles. So, you know, they still have a lot of love for you. And I feel like you have a lot of love for them. But I don't feel like that negates everything that you guys have been through with this person. I think you're seeing that, like, yes, we love each other, but no, we're not good for each other. No, this isn't good for me. The Six of Wands is here for their intention. So wanting this to work out, wanting to kind of get their way in the situation. And I feel like they're pretty confident about that. But I feel like that's because in the past, you guys always have come back together, right? You guys have always come back together. So they're still pretty confident that you guys will because they know that you love them as well, right? They love you, but they know that you love them too. And they know it's not easy for you to move away. They know that you guys feel a very strong tie and a very strong bond to them. They have this Ten of Swords here as their action. The Nine of Cups is a challenge between the two of you. And then the Seven of Pentacles as the potential outcome. I do feel like somebody has regrets. This Ten of Swords, you know, I feel like there could have been a lot of betrayal in the past. She's got 10 swords in her back here. I do feel like with this coming out under this regrets card and with this deception, I do feel, and the soulmate energy, I feel like they do feel like you are a soulmate. I feel like they do have regrets. You know, I do. But I also feel that this is not the first time that they've come back with this energy either. Now, this Nine of Cups is interesting to me because I feel like it is I almost feel like it's the same energy for both of you, but just slightly different. So the Nine of Cups to me can definitely be a card of wish fulfillment or wishing for something. I feel like this person is seeing you as their wish fulfillment. They are wishing for you here. The Nine of Cups can also talk about being emotionally satisfied and content on your own, right? Feeling fulfilled within yourself. And I feel like that's where your aspect of the Nine of Cups is coming in at, because I feel like you are trying that here. The Judgment card can talk about making a major decision. You have the Hermit right under that. You know, really doing a lot of introspection, taking a look at this situation from a higher perspective, taking the lessons. The Strength card right underneath that. You know, finding the courage and the strength to do something different. What is that expression? If you want something different, you must do something different. I feel that if you have been in a cycle with this person especially, one of the ways to break a karmic cycle, right, and to clear that out is... a cycle is just where the energy loops back around, right? So when it comes back around, it's doing something different than you have in the past. And in the past, I feel like you guys have allowed this person back in. And now you're like, no, I'm not going to do what I've done in the past because I want a different result. I don't want the same thing to happen that's happened in the past. So the Nine of Cups, I feel like you guys have been focusing. I feel like, one, you don't have any more energy. You don't have any fight left in you. You don't want to put yourself back in this situation. And I feel like a lot of you guys are choosing to just drop your swords and move forward. You know, move towards calmer waters. And you're finding the strength within yourself to do that. This Seven of Pentacles, you know, this can be a card of waiting. And I feel like they are kind of like waiting for you to respond, or waiting for you to unblock them, or waiting for you to come back around, waiting for you to let them in. But the Seven of Pentacles is also a card of like analysis. It's really analyzing a situation and deciding if something is worth it or not. And I feel like that's where you're at with things. Like I said, I feel like you have a major decision to make here. You know, on the Lovers, there's kind of like an Adam and Eve vibe going on. In the background of the traditional Rider-Waite deck, there is, you know, Adam and Eve. There's the naked man and woman. There is the apple tree in the background with the snake going up it. And it really does speak about temptation. Okay, and I feel because of the love you have for this person, because of the bond you feel with them, the pull you feel towards them, there is that level of temptation here. But in that same card, you know, the moment that the moment that Eve bit into the apple, you know, it changed everything, right? That's the story, or that's, you know, it changed everything, and that's why it's such a monumental decision. And that's why with the Lovers, it represents that level of a decision where it's just one of those choices that just does kind of change everything. And there is a level of temptation to it. And I feel like you're seeing that here. But I feel like you guys are choosing to go a different way. Tell me about this. Tell me about the Six of Wands energy. Why is that here? We got the Hangman. It's because you guys have been in separation before. This person isn't very worried about it. We got this 10, with this 10 of Swords here, we got this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. I do feel like this person is feeling like this isn't going to last long, that this situation, this chapter, this period is going to end, that it's not going to last long, that it's going to be very temporary with that energy. And like I said, I feel like a lot of that is just because you guys always have come back. You know, you guys have always come back around, so it makes sense that they expect that it will this time too. Tell me about this Nine of Cups energy. We got the Fool card. They're wanting you to take a chance on them, and you're wanting to take a chance on yourself. You're wanting to kind of free yourself from the situation and go and have a new beginning. The one thing that I'm really drawn to about this right now is he's leaving. And the only thing he's carrying with him is this very, very tiny little sack. And it talks about him being free and unburdened. Like he is leaving all of the weight of everything else behind. And he's just going off. And he doesn't have to take any of that with him. And I feel like as difficult as this is to make this decision and to turn this person away, I also feel like there's a part of it that is very freeing for you. That does kind of feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulder. That you're moving forward. And that you're not carrying the heaviness with you. But that is what I have for you. I feel like you guys are going to be really analyzing things. I think you have a major decision to make this week, okay? But that is what I have for you guys. Now, if this resonates, let me know in the comments down below. And if it doesn't, then just check out your other placements. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling your personals, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being here and supporting me, and I will see you soon.